Hello guys, welcome to another video tutorial by No Code Africa. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through a very popular problem that most Flutter Flow developers have been facing, right? So I know that when you try to create a storage, like for instance, you try to create a new Firebase project, I think I should just go ahead and create a new project. Okay, for instance, let's just come to this storage. This is an old project, but I already have like a storage here. I already have like an existing storage. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to see like informations here. Like, so I have some information here already, right? But if at all you are just creating a new Firebase project, you will see some sort of error here that tells you that you need to upgrade your plan. So let's just try to create a quick project. So let me just let me go back here. I think this is yeah, this is it. So let's just go back here to this part. I'm gonna create a quick project, like a really quick project. Oh, let me see. Yeah, let me create a quick project. I'm going to call my project what do I call my project? Firebase. No, I think I should just give it a name that I will use later. So I think this is going to be more like a marketplace. Yeah, marketplace. Let's just say maybe freelance marketplace. So freelance marketplace. All right, so I'm creating a Firebase project for, let's say, freelance marketplace application. So I'm just going to click continue, and I'm going to turn off Google Analytics. I'm going to create the project now. The thing is this, right? My Firebase project here is supposed to help me with the storage in my Flutter Flow application. All right. But the challenge is Firebase has recently upgraded, like, updated their policy, and it means that now you're going to have to like switch from the Spark plan to Blaze plan if you want to go ahead and use the storage in Firebase. All right, so for instance, let me just go ahead and just click to set up the authentication. All right, just for setting up sake, I'm just quickly going to do that. And then after that, I'm going to set up the Firebase and then storage. All right, so just email, turn this on and say save. And then I can just come over here and click on Firestore database. So I want to turn on the Firestore database. Now you can turn on the Firestore database even without switching your plan from Spark plan to Blaze plan. All right, so let me just walk you through that. So I'm clicking to create my database. I'm using production mode. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do real quick is to go to the storage part. Then from there, I'll show you the problem that we're going to be facing. I believe that most of you have already faced that problem, and you have like some issues trying to solve it. So here, this works. All right, now if you click on these settings now, and okay, let's just say click on project overview, right? You will see here the plan says Spark plan. All right, so Spark plan. Now this is the default Firebase plan for every new project. All right, so if you click on it, you will get to see some information. No cost, $0 per month, limited usage and quota of paid services, and all of this information, right? It doesn't allow for a lot of other things, right? So you need to actually switch to Blaze plan. But anyways, at first we did not need to switch to Blaze plan. So most of the tutorials that I have here on YouTube, right, you'll notice that we did not have to switch to Blaze plan. The only times that we needed to switch to Blaze plan was when you want to integrate Stripe as your payment gateway. All right, because you need to be able to do cloud functions. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check this out. So let's check this out actually. So if I come here to build and I want to go and turn on my storage, which is actually very important, it's going to give me an information here. So to use storage, upgrade your project's billing plan. All right, that means they need me to upgrade. Now most persons might have some issues upgrading their plan because of maybe the lack or absence of a dollar card. So if at all you have like a dollar card, then this is going to be a very simple thing for you to do. I will walk you through some stages, and then you can just carry on with the rest. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and just show you, like walk you through the whole stuff. If I told you're Nigerian or even African, right? So you might have to just find a particular banking institution that provides a dollar card. So virtual dollar cards can work, and depending on the bank, and some banks it also doesn't work. So there is gray for Nigerians, right? There's gray. I will drop a link under the description of this video, so you could actually like try to get an account with gray. There's gray, and you can also use Wise, but I think Wise is not really available directly to Nigerians now. I hope I'm not mistaken. Then also, if at all you're Nigerian, for instance, then you can get a card, like a dollar card from your bank, right? Because you need that to be able to upgrade. Now they won't charge you, like you won't be charged at all. Well, I think you'll be charged $1, and I think it will be returned back to you. Like they just want to check it out whether it's possible to actually build the account, right? So let's just go right into how to get this done. So if you click on upgrade project, all right, so I had already set up my pay as you go plan, so I could like just go ahead and create I can just go ahead and then do my setup here, right? But for you, what you need to just do is go back to your project overview and then click on Spark plan, and you need to select this plan. So if you click here, well, it still shows you this anyways, but you need to create a billing account. All right, so I already have a billing account, but let me just show you how to create a billing account. So you just have to click on that create billing account, and once you click on that, you will see an information, like basically what we're about seeing right now. You're going to see an information that requires you to just fill in some of your details. All right, so I'm going to try to see how I can do the basic setup so that you will be carried along properly. All right, so here you need to choose your location. All right, so if at all the card, if you're told your dollar card is from Nigeria, then use Nigeria. But if it's not, use the country for which you got the card from. All right, so yeah, so you should just use the country. So try to make sure that you use the details directly from the card. Like most banking institutions that give you dollar cards, they also give you like an address you can always use when you're trying to use the card. All right, so for me it's Nigeria, so you can just use Nigeria, and then you can confirm. And then the next thing you just need to do is you create the payments profile. We can put the name here, like the organization name. Let's just say No Code Africa, for instance. All right, then you can go ahead and then just put up some information here, like the card details. You put your card number here. Just put your card details here. These are like test card details for Stripe. It's not gonna work, of course. So, but just put your information here, and all right, then put your address. It has to be the address from the given for the card. All right, if you put your normal address and it's different from the one from the card, it won't work. All right, so put your address here, and then put every single detail here: the city, the postal code, the state. All right, then after that you just confirm purchase. When you confirm purchase, right, you will get like an information from the banking institution that a certain payment is about being made from your account, and so there'll be some sort of OTP from that particular app. Then you can just go ahead and then use that OTP to verify your details correctly. And once you're done with that, once you're done with all of that, okay, you'll be given, I think you'll be given $300. Is it $300 or $200 free credit by Firebase for you to run your application? So you shouldn't be scared and worried that, oh, you're gonna spend money. No, they won't take money from you until you've exhausted the free credit and when your project has also started incurring expenses, all right, outside the outside the free credit that you will be given. So I'm going to just close this, and let's say you finished all of that, right? So what's now going to happen is that you will be brought back to this place, and all you just need to do is click on this, set a budget amount in USD, maybe $20, and then you click on continue and then set it up. You can still use that same billing account for I think about 2 to 3 applications. All right, so that's about it. Okay, so I hope that you've learned a lot from this particular tutorial. Remember to just hit the subscribe button and like this video as well. Thank you very much. Drop some comments for me if this was very helpful to you. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye for now.